My beautiful stars, reading time. I'm seeing a volcano, waking up to that unexpected midnight text, or let's say phone call. Text, phone call. I'm seeing my little shock face right now. So you could have just received the impulsive late night message. Let's see. Let's confirm. You know my belief on that, my angels. I know sometimes, especially if you're waiting for someone, it's like the overwhelm, like it can just kind of put you in a fog. But anything that's coming from a late night text or phone call, it's normally coming from a very impulsive place. But let's just, like I always say, you shouldn't be very quick to respond to anything like that, okay? Or a drunken dial, you know, just coming from a place of intensity. But anyway, let's see. Yes, as we're saying it. So you've had a lot of challenges with this person. I think this person's really made you go into self-work and inner healing, and I just feel, just intuitively, maybe for you to know that there's challenges here. It's been painful. So just, yes, luck is on your side, but me seeing a volcano of emotion, it's definitely creating an impatience in you. Maybe you're really fixating what you should say or if you should write back. And just remember, if there's been a lot of pain, one message or a couple of missed phone calls, that might not be enough effort. Okay, is what I'm trying to get at. They're back, or they'll be back. Let's roll the dice. I want to see if this is a now reading. How many days? 1, yes, so 24, 1. So it's now 24 hours. Don't hold on to it longer than that. You know what I say, that's why I'm so detailed. I'm not that reader, take what fits, leave the rest. If this isn't in the midst of your emotion, or it's not happening within the next 24 hours of you seeing this message, it's not your reading, okay? But again, the emotion I'm feeling, this is what you're questioning. Is this a waste of time? Do I move on? If there has been a lot of, and you could have door problems right now as a sign, like doorknob or your door's jamming, fly screen. If there's been a lot of challenges here, you've got to remember your worth and your self-respect. And sometimes that one message, if that's sending you into complete havoc and you're not getting another message from this person, they don't deserve your energy. Okay, so just, you know, have that in the forefront of your mind. I will break down this person's true intention, but just protect your energy is all I'm saying. Challenges. Oh, so they could be a fire sign, you could be, but the action, fire, passion, leading with passion, the mental constraints. This could have actually caused health problems. This person could have caused depression, or there could have actually been actual health issues here to tie you to this. But there's that confession too. But the mental anxiety that I'm feeling someone's really overwhelmed by, like I was seeing the shocked face, okay, and then the anxiousness, the volcano of emotion tied to it. And I always say there's no bigger compass than our body's emotion. And when we're full of anxiety and overwhelm and pacing and shouldn't I, picking up the phone 100 times a day to see if they message again, or that is your body saying step away. Big red flag. This is going to make your trauma worse if you don't receive what you want from this. Okay. Yes, luck is on your side. Wow. Okay. You know me, I'm so protective of you, my angels, so I'm always going to give you the hard truth. But from this, with luck is on your side, yes, things could get serious here. But again, let's just keep going with the reading. This person could have been very nervous. They could have been fixating on messaging you over the past week or so, and maybe something, you know, especially if it's come midnight call and they have been drinking or whatever the case, maybe the emotion really caught up to them and they couldn't help themselves. This person could struggle with vulnerabilities, I guess, but do you want someone in your life that lacks communication skills? Literally, they'll be back, reminiscing over you, and sexual chemistry. So there's a reason we say everything. I do think you've been an overwhelm for this person for a while. Maybe they just haven't found the courage. But again, if they've been fighting contacting you, there's a reason for it. All right. Distance. So maybe this is also why you're thinking it could be a waste of time here. Is it worth responding? If there's been a lot of emotional distance, maybe you're scared to open that door again as well without you even knowing, and that's where that anxiety is coming from. But if there's physical distance as well, it's like, what's the point of this? This causes more havoc than it does good for my soul. Okay, last one. Wow. You got the love spell. So you're clearly both, I think, bewitched by one another. This person's definitely bewitched by you right now, though. I'm hearing it, so I'm going to say it. I don't agree with people that do this, but I'm hearing it, so I'm going to say it. You could have, or maybe it's this person really tried to manifest you, like energetical interference, we get bad karma for it. I say that stuff doesn't work with divines, though. It actually pushes you guys away. But karmic connections, for some reason, that stuff works a treat. But you could have been trying to manifest this person or them you. Or you could also, that's also my kind of magic, you could think that there was certain magic involved in your connection to maybe cause a drift as well. In your initial separation. Okay, before we break it down, I just want to confirm your actual connection, and then we'll get into detail just to make sure this is for you. Okay, what's actually been going on here? Wow, that's way too many. Like, that's a chunk. But you could have, you could have been engaged to this person, planning marriage. Okay, what's been going on here? So self-indulgence, that's back with that challenges. So this connection, 100%, it really made you go into self-reflection and awakening your soul, especially through trauma and shadow work, which is more of a divine thing than a karmic thing. But this separation, okay, so this separation has been painful. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. For me to see a shocked face, for me to see the accelerated heart, the volcano of emotion, this person's still very heavily tied to you and your energy, no matter how long it's been. Why did I just hear? I heard 4 and 6. So I don't know if it's been 4 months or 6 months or 4 weeks, 6 weeks since you've heard from this person. 4 and 6 is important. 46, the number 46, you could live at, this person, or car plate number or something. Chaser. And this is what you're worried about. This is why you don't want to respond. This person made you codependent once upon a time. But again, this girl with a snake, boy with a snake, definitely could have been some form of interference here. But boundaries, that's also a card of boundaries. I think it's taken you a lot to learn boundaries with this person. If you've even gotten to the point of learning boundaries, for you to be so overwhelmed, what I'm feeling, let it be that it's just happened, or this is the overwhelm that's going to come over you over a message or a missed call. You still struggle with those boundaries. So you staying firm and not falling short to one message, just advice, good intention or not, I think that's where you should kind of lean towards. If you know within, and only you will know, that it's that my collective hey every time they come in and they've absolutely destroyed your soul and you've acted like they've done nothing wrong just to walk on eggshells in hopes that they'll return. So just, if you know in your soul that this made you codependent, you had to chase this person for your, to have some form of affection through this separation, and it wasn't working and you felt abandoned, stay firm. Self-indulgence. Oh my gosh, sorry, you got it one after another. The chaser, so this collective, you've definitely experienced the runner-chaser dynamic with this person. Okay, and I always, tables need to turn, and one message is them not chasing. But I will say, let's take runner chaser dynamic out of this. This runner has come up underneath self-indulgence, and I was seeing that self-indulgence as you. Yes, it could be them finally working on themselves, which is confirming, you know, better intention here, which we will get into. But this collective, your tables could be turning. If this is, I know I'm feeling anxious and stressed, but if you're leaning more towards strength and not responding and staying firm, you could be shifting, which is very good. Actually, before we keep going, because now I want to see if this runner's actually been focusing on shadow work. That's good if they have. What's their true intention? What's their true emotion? Sorry, right now. Love. That's beautiful. Okay, loneliness, imagination. So I do think they're in their mind. I do think they're fixating over this. I felt that before. I do think this person lets their imagination get the best of them, but they're coming from a place of loneliness. And I talk to you guys all the time about learning that loneliness isn't bad. It's finding independence. It's learning how to walk independently in life and feel complete without having to have someone there by your side. When we look at love as a completion, not a complement, we put way too much pressure on that person. So every time they put a frown on our face, or we become hypercritical, right? If we know it or not subconsciously, it's like we subconsciously think they're the provider of our happiness, and that's not the case. So I think this person has been lonely. I'm seeing my man with the caged heart. I think they've felt really alone in general. I don't think this person has many people around them that maybe understand them at a deep level, especially if you're on this divine journey. When you guys first align, you see each other's sacred soul. It's a relationship that's so comfortable. Like, you do everything. You know, sometimes you're with karmics, you can be with them for 7-10 years, don't shower, don't go to the bathroom in front of them. Just still, even after so long, there's not that complete comfortability. It's like, you know, I find true divines, there's a comfort level like no other. You guys do all those things together. You know, they'll wipe your makeup off for you, vice versa. It's just, you're like, you're your complete authentic selves with one another. Okay, you see each other to the deepest level, and even through ups and downs, it's just such an undeniable, you can't even stay mad at each other. It's just a different kind of love. And I think this person, they're finally reflecting on just how they were their authentic self with you, and their authentic self wasn't judged with you. Okay. It's funny, a deviation for a reason. I always say the feminine energy, again, doesn't matter what vessel you're in, feminine energy deals with heartbreak a lot differently. True heartbreak, it takes you guys so much to get over it, because you guys are ruled by emotion and compassion and understanding, where a masculine energy, they do everything they can to avoid heartache, right? But where you guys deal with it initially and they avoid it initially, as you guys are starting to finally come out the other end, light at the end of the tunnel and release, it's like everything they did to avoid it, let it be trying to replace you, focusing on whatever it was. As soon as you come into the light, it's like everything they've been trying to avoid for so long, it just catches up to them. It's a reason this coming to my mind for this collective. I feel it's like finally they're in a stillness. They don't have the distractions there they once did to I don't want to say not think. I think you've always been a seed, but they don't have the same distractions there to avoid you how they had been avoiding you. It's like I feel this person now, it's like everything's reminding them of you. They're finding you in movies, in songs. It's like I just feel they've tried so hard for so long to run from their emotion, to desanitize, to numb everything away. And I feel they can't do it anymore. But adversity came out here. I didn't even realize that. I'm just yapping. So again, girl with a snake, boy with a snake. I do think that this person is still quite worried about the opinions of your connection, which means you guys faced adversity in the past. Don't make it fit. For them to be thinking about you and letting their imagination get the best of them, they're realizing how alone they are. They're realizing what they've lost. But they're also still stressing about how your relationship will be perceived and what will be said about your connection. Okay, so I think this is also why they try to hold themselves back. And like I said, I do feel this person's been fixating and something's just snapped in them, volcano of emotion, to reach out. But I think this is a huge standpoint on how, like, why they try and fight coming forward. How will this work? Is what I'm hearing. Loneliness. Blame. So they blamed you. They're not silly. So again, everything we say is for a reason. It's finally catching up to them. Why did I shut this person out like this? Why did I blame them for this? Why did I blame them for my anxiety and my overwhelm, my broken heart? We both were at fault here. And I always say this, until the perception shifts, there's no words you can say to change someone's perception. It happens naturally, either through experiencing action, or I think for so long, this person, unfortunately, blame game. They blamed you for all of their pain. They weren't taking any accountability. But this is what they're reflecting on now. I feel this person feels more lonely than ever, which means they're going through a place of destruction, this person. I'll have to tap into their current tarot. Worry. So their imagination makes them worry. It's the adversity. It's the opinions. And it's so funny. That kind of looks like a tower to me on this card. It's like they just think everything's going to shatter and crumble. Is it worth the effort? But it gets the best of them. And then doubt. This is what makes them doubt. The opinions. And that might sound irrelevant to you guys. I've said this before in actually multiple collectives. I'm going to say it again. It's coming to my mind. You could have grown up more of a lone wolf, so a bit estranged from your family, found it quite hard to fit in. Maybe you're someone, even at this point of life, you don't have people to turn to as like true friends. Like you literally could be a lone wolf, right? And I always say this journey, it's to really make you understand about love, loving all different kinds of walks of life, being in love, family love, friendship love, pet love, stranger love. So normally in a divine pairing, one of you guys are more like a lone wolf, right? The other one normally, not all the time, but there's a reason I'm saying it for this collective. This is a general reading. But even though you've had a broken upbringing, this person could have been in their family unit. Maybe their parents split up, you know, in their teen years or young adolescent years. But they kind of grew up in the same environment, more of a family structure, same childhood friends. Yes, their life could have been toxic. Their house could have been full of addictions, whatever the case. But they grew up with people around them continuously, right? So that person, whoever it is in that role that grew up with the people around them, they have an understanding of family bond, of friendship bond. They have an understanding. There's more of a depth of love, appreciation, and trust for these people, even if it's a broken environment, not the best kind of people, more karmic energy, right? So when you guys go through something like this and the person that's a lone wolf, you cannot understand. It's like it doesn't comprehend up here how someone that you love, you know, there's this deep love, can choose the opinions and the advice of someone else over your soul connection. It doesn't compute up here because you haven't experienced that, right? So normally through your separation, if you are in that dynamic, you end up either connecting back with your family, the lone wolf, connecting back with your family, finding a few people in your soul tribe, start to appreciate friendship, maybe get a pet, whatever the case is, you guys start to learn that appreciation of love of all walks of life, just how this person has their whole life to make you really understand how adversity really can affect someone, so you don't hold judgment and resentment over something that cannot be helped. Hopefully that makes sense. It's making sense in my mind. I feel this person you're connected to, yes, they could have had a broken environment, but they've grown up with the same kind of people, right? So the opinions of these people really matter to this person's soul. Let's say in your past connection, this person lost a lot of friends because of your relationship, or their family didn't understand. Like, let's say in your past connection, the people's opinions that they're worried about now were the cause and effect of your separation in the past. Until they heal this, until they realize it's them that puts their head to a pillow at night, it's their emotion that matters, not everyone around them, the penny's not going to drop for them. And unfortunately right now, even though this person has such a sense of urgency towards you, the worry and fear over opinions here is what murks this up and makes them have this courage to not put more effort in. If it doesn't work, am I going to lose these friendships again? Am I going to lose my family? What if this doesn't work? Who am I going to have to fall back on? But it's not healthy in life, even though I said loving everybody is important. But the right people, the people that really want the best for you, they're not going to put ultimatums on the table. If you go back with that person, we're not going to be here anymore. You're going to have to deal with it this time. I'm not picking up the pieces. Like, that's not a good energy. Okay, there's a reason this is all coming to my mind for this collective. Let's just get one more. This relationship, it's consuming them. It's consuming them right now. I think it's them with a volcano of emotion. Okay, maybe they're not where they need to be abundantly. They're definitely not completely there, mind, body, and soul. I think they're working towards it. But this shadow work, why I was tapping, I don't think this person is a bad person whatsoever, but I do think they still have some things they need to get through. Let's keep going. Snake, there it is. So you got girl, boy with a snake, and you've got the snake through this separation. So there's things in the background. Competition, enemy, clever look over your shoulder, the other woman, the other man. So that person's heavily still tied to your runner. Okay, so this is what's currently going on here. And this could also be the adversity. Maybe there's something very secretive, kind of forbidden going on in that person's life. Right, collective, you'll get my drift. That I just feel they're bound to someone's opinion here, that it's smelling kind of very secretive and very forbidden, very weird kind of energy, if you get what I'm saying. I feel someone has a lot of control over their emotion. Oh my God, you got engagement rings. So you had the wedding rings too. There was, I think, a lot of promises here as well that unfortunately someone really got in the middle of. We didn't get someone else trying to sabotage this, but look at what's going on here. And there's that love call that you're trying to fight right now. You're seeing, is this activating my codependence, da da da. Like I said, 1 day reading. So buckle up. Let's really get into intention. I just want to see currently what this person's perception. First, let's see what's going on in their life. Then I want to see their true perception of you. Then we'll break down their intention and roll a dice and see what's coming next. So they're going through heartbreak. so Knight of Cups in reverse, maybe over the heartbreak that they caused for you, because they are reflecting on the blame here, but there's something very manipulative around them. They're facing a disappointment. Maybe they're thinking of the revoked offer with you. You did get the engagement rings, and this person's in a broken place right now. Okay, I think they're really trying to work on their pentacles. Maybe they've been distracting themselves with work focus, but I also feel they're very fixated on this situation. They're not missing any details here in their environment, where in the past, I think, because they were numb, I think this person's been really like that man, caged heart, okay, or woman, however it fits. I feel this person has been very blinded to the manipulation in their surroundings, okay, but, sorry, my eyeballs are on, but I don't think this person has the blindfold on anymore. So that's beautiful. Sun in reverse. And that was a detail here. You saw their authentic self. They want to be their authentic self. And I think that's another thing. They're feeling very unaccepted by the people around them, very judged. I think, you know, even family does it sometimes. Like, especially growing up, parents, you have to be very careful how when your kids are telling you stories and they're in storytelling mode, and parents just kind of get a bit intolerant or shush them up. It's like, that's a really detrimental thing to do for a child that's growing up. But anyway, I feel that for this person, it's like when they talk about something different or something a little bit against the mold, it's like they're either labeled as, what are you talking about? You're crazy. You're like, it's like they're not accepted. Okay, right, collective, that'll make sense. But they're wanting to be happy. They're trying to find optimism, but there it is. There's something very arrogant, something very unpredictable. An arrogant person, I think, that's done something unpredictable here. That was quite impulsive decision, but maybe it's come from a place of jealousy. I think this person is dealing with a kind of nasty person, okay? But they're also going over the grudge that they've held for you for so long, back to that loneliness and blame. I feel, I'm going to be honest, this person's had a bit of a taste of their own medicine in an odd way, okay? Especially if there was that snake, that malicious look over your shoulder, that was more of a forbidden thing. If it's something forbidden and secretive, that means your person kept putting themselves in a position they were never chosen, okay? If this was some kind of hidden dynamic or something, that would have activated their self-worth insecurities time and time again, which shows a reflection of how this person saw themselves. There is something here. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I feel they've had their heart broken in some form of way, okay? They could have worked with this person as well, but this is making them reflect on maybe their bad behavior and how they treated you. Like I said, there's nothing here to distract them anymore. They can't avoid the pain of you anymore. It's just all catching up to them, and there's a reason for it, okay? Something's happened here. Yeah, lack of direction. They feel powerlessness, facing an opposition. So again, there's some form of argument, there's some form of destruction, and now they're starting to realize, I don't like my life. I feel stuck. I feel like I've got no power in my surroundings. I'm hearing it. Feels like they're constantly taken advantage of, like kind of their kindness is mistaken for weakness, and that might trigger this collective, because I can see that this person never appreciated your kindness. But I think in general, you're probably the first person this person has ever had the strength to stay away from. There is a reason I just said they keep putting themselves in positions that they're not chosen, they're not number one. That would be a habit in their life, right? So you were the first person that probably chose them, saw them, made them feel like number one. But because they hadn't healed their cycles, you were too much. You were too much. They weren't used to a love like yours. So what happened? Because they weren't healed, they went back to where they felt safe, not being chosen. So they've probably always aligned with people that have cheated on them, literally kept them in the dark, secret kind of. It's like they've never had someone see them and make them number one. That would have started from childhood. So say there was addictions or SA in the home, And, you know, their mother chose not to leave because they were more focused on their spouse and being in love than their child's love and their child's upbringing. Whatever the case, there's a reason this is coming to my mind. Your person has been stuck in a cycle of being second best. And this is what they're starting to break free from. But until they heal it, it's the same with you guys. I say you have to burn 1,000 times to learn. It's like this person has finally burnt themselves, hopefully, for a final time that they're learning. I want to be appreciated. I want to have a beautiful life. I want to be happy. I don't want to feel like this no more. Just how divines, they're dangled in front of you to show you what love is. It's the same for them. They always say they're not ready to face their authentic self. That's why they run from you. They go back to where it's easier. That's clearly what's happened with this person. Literally confirming, I think they've been heartbroken by someone who was physically or emotionally abusive, a negative karmic connection, someone that created energetical implants, the snake, girl, boy with a snake, that they were so codependent on. They were codependent of their validation, especially I feel this person always made them feel like an option because this person was not activated in their sense of worth. It was their pride and ego that kept being bruised. It's like they had to constantly chase this person for their affections, but because they were unhealed and they didn't know their value, that's why they chose something like that. It's sad. This person didn't know, or still is they still don't completely understand that they deserve to be loved. It's sad. And that's what you guys have to go through. You have to heal that. You chasing someone that is avoiding you. It's because you don't understand. You deserve to be completely loved. Hopefully this is making sense. So not learning from the past. This work hookup thing, maybe you hooked up with this person from work as well. There's something going on with work. If it's not this person's connected to their work, it's something to do with they're not learning their lessons about work and stepping into their birthright, but not learning from the past, lack of interest, third party friction, someone that's uncommitted, again confirms. I just feel this person again put themselves in a position that they were never chosen, and they just did it time and time again. But now isolation, they're going within, so they're in the mind ache. I always say 3 of Swords heartache, 4 of Swords mind ache, going over everything that was once forgotten or avoided, which is healing finally. And this is underneath when they think of you. I was my most authentic self. Look at how blessed I felt. Look at this. This is what they're in the mind ache over. Look, that's the only positive row. Look what I've been stuck in and look what I once had. What was I thinking? All for comfort. And back to that emotion. Holy moly, how did I not think of this? Even coming clean or being truthful about whatever this is with you, because this was probably in the background when you were in the picture. I ain't gonna lie, this feels very murky. The adversity and judgment they'll get from you. I can't believe that didn't come to my mind. It just hit me like, whoop. So again, whoever this arrogant person is, lack of support, disgenuine, unwelcoming, family problems that could be tied to definitely childhood trauma, but complete discord. 4 of Cups, they were never seeing right. I think they thought their depression came from you and this and that. It came from this environment they had themselves in. This is what they're currently going through. I think they're finally seeing the right cup. Let's be real. But it could also be they're going over the missed opportunity with you now and how they were arrogant towards you and all of that kind of stuff towards you, because let's be real, taste of their own medicine. And this is so wanting to return from the past, going over nostalgia, so the lack of direction here as well. But I do think they feel powerlessness here as well with you because of what's been done. They need to face the opposition of this, which is you. But revisiting the past memories, someone returns from the past nostalgia. Whatever they're going through, the thought of you is intertwined in it all. Okay, so this is where this sense of urgency towards you is coming. I would still protect yourself because you can see the baggage in this person's life. I just want to see their true perception of you, and then we're gonna get their intention, and then we'll see what Source has to say. Alright, what's their true perception of this beautiful collective? You got the Sun. Okay. There's something about proposal here that they're going over. Okay. But masculine energy, number 28, that could be important here as well. So remember I said 4 and 6, something's happened here. This says 6 to 9. It could have been 6 to 9 months ago. But something with the moon, they weren't seeing things right here. I know this is the perception of you, but I'm hearing that for a reason. I do think they see you with a lot of strength. You could have been quite dominant in this connection in the past. Maybe it's them wanting to have divine masculine strength towards you, but I do think there's something here about how you stand in your identity and the way you just have this spark in the soul. Remember, they're missing and wanting to tap into their authentic self right now, so that would be very admirable in you, just your strength in your voice and your passion and the way that you kind of just show the world the real you without worrying about opinions. You've got to remember this person's been closed off to so many things because of people's opinions. So that would be something that their soul is seeking, someone that has strength to not listen, to let other people sway them. But again, remember, people that trigger us, it's to make us self-aware and balanced. There's a reason I said for this collective, you've had to learn from them as well to appreciate the opinions of it. It's good to be rebellious, it's good to stand in your right, but it does need a balance, okay? But I think they think you're detached, that you've moved on, especially if you haven't messaged. And this is probably why they're so frantic over you right now as well. They're going over everything. But maybe that you're in contemplation, but you've gone within, you're choosing silence, you're in self-reflection mode, you want happiness, and this is about celebration and holidays. So maybe there was a pivotal, like a birthday or a specific holiday that they think you're going over. They could have really caused a lot of pain, damage at some point. One more, their perception of you, that you're happy without them, your dolphin energy. If you were choosing not to reply, this person thinks you're done, okay, which is good. Peace, harmony, helpful, effective communicator, you're playful, you're humor, you have fun, you're in tune with others, the way you just find joy in all things. 28th of the 12th could be a memory or a birthday. And you've got to remember they're lacking all that excitement and fun in their life right now. So that would also be very enticing from you. Like seeing you like this. Because they want that. They want to be optimistic. They want to be joyous. They want to be, they want to have good things in their life. They don't always want to be overwhelmed and stressed. You kind of present stress-free. Okay? Their perception of you. Oh my God, you got it. So underneath the sun, they see you as their twin. So they're activated to the frequency, just the balance, they're their true self when they're with you. Okay, but divine partner, your mirror, you've activated their heart. Catalyst for change, awakening, balancing feminine and masculine. Maybe they see you very balanced right now as well. 11-11, could be seeing this at 11-11. So I'm going to see that, because this is about fiance, boyfriend, spouse, person but I saw those rings straight away. I think this person as well, with the adversity judgment of maybe you, if they promised you the world and they ran just before making those promises of like firm foundation, I really do believe that, and you got another 11 here. I think they think you're brooming them out. I think they're seeing you as wanting just to be happy, because again, the harmony. This is about restoring harmony. They could want this with you, but I just think they're looking in, and their perception of you right now is you are soaring without them. Why would you want them in your life? You've cleaned up, like you've purged them out of your system. Removed unwanted stuff. If you have not, and you know what, let's go back to psychology here. And I'm not telling anyone to play games, but I'm going to say it for this collective. I've brought it up maybe once or twice before. This collective, I'm hearing me say it, so I'm going to say it. When someone has tendencies like this person, this running energy, I always say words are not enough. Sometimes, especially men learn through action, okay? And sometimes a taste of their own medicine is needed. By you not responding, and they say it's normally at that 7 to 10 day mark, they hit their brink of complete obsession, because they're finally being mirrored how they treat people, their avoidance, their detachment, their ghosting, their whatever it is. This collective, if it's only been a few hours and you still haven't responded, it is sending this person crazy. You don't need to, that anxiousness and overwhelm I'm feeling from this collective, I guarantee you're picking up their energy, especially if you're pacing and picking up your phone, and I guarantee it. You can just see this person is so firm right now that this person's done with me. They've detached. They don't want me anymore. Like, it's like, I've just realized this, and now they don't want me. Like, this is their imagination and their worry getting the best of them, okay? Again, advice, I wouldn't be moving. Honestly, I will confirm with source, but this person's had a lot of bad behavior towards you. That the only way to trust them again is consistent, dedicated effort towards you, truly. Moon. Oh, double rainbow. I think they see you very connected to the divine. If they see you as a twin flame, if they know about your masculine, feminine energy and how harmonious you are, and detachment and frequency, and they know you're connected, okay, that you have light codes, that you've ascended. I just think duality, but perfect timing. I think they have moments as well thinking of you and trusting in divine timing, but I think that this is more you. I think they perceive you as so connected to up above, and like that's where you find your Solomon peace. I'm going to be honest. And why am I hearing this? And I'm going to say it, this would be a detail. I just heard every time they see a rainbow, they think of you. So I don't know if you have a memory with rainbows or something, but I think rainbows really connect them to you. Right, collective? That'll be like a, 16th of the 11th. Could be a birthday, a memory. 28th of the 11th. Okay, you detaching and letting it be. Ow. Whoa. So you clearly see as well. So maybe 16, if they've got all of this stuff going on in their life, and I say true divines, your high priestesses, your oracles, maybe they think you know what deceit and stuff they've been living in, kind of shame, embarrassment, because through this, why you're letting it be, you see through their facade. You're trusting your inner knowing, you're wise, aware, observant. It's like you know what the unknown is, okay? Again, this is their perception. So they're trying to make sense, especially if you've always been, hey, why you're not responding. They must know. They must know what's going on in my life. Secrets lifted. I think I'm seeing my crow in my mind. I think this person sees you as very magical and powerful. And the goddess of love. But you found, through your dolphin energy, you found new beginnings, your innocence, you're a brand new person, your creativity, you're spontaneous, you're carefree. I just think the new perspective, okay? I think this is like... Why would they want me? Look at my life, especially if they believe you can see into their life. I think this person thinks you're done. 13th of the 12th. Okay, one more. The clouds, literally thoughts, problems, doubts, hesitation, beyond view, unclear, confusion, indecision. I think that's them. That's not how they see you. That's them from the lack of response. They're not used to this side of you. They're not used to you not being very attentive to them. Okay? It's driving them crazy. All right. I just want to get feelings. I just want to confirm with our beautiful journey deck. And then we're going to get intention and then roll the dice for next action. What's really going to happen here? Oh, just intensity going crazy. Okay. Why am I seeing the color blue in my mind? I just looked at my color cards and I was like, should I get a color card? And I heard blue. You could be wearing blue. They could have a blue car. You could have a blue car. They're rising up. This is good. Going over their ghosting. So this person literally left you high and dry. And they feel ghosted by you right now. Again, giving them a taste of their own medicine. But these two are good. Transformation, preparation, 555. Could be seeing 555 a lot. You could be watching this at 555. I know I said 1111 before, but it could be 555 in other countries. Death and rebirth, strength, Phoenix. They're spying, so they're on top of you. So that's another thing. If they've messaged you and let's say they're on your socials or you have social media and you are still posting freely, doing what you're doing, acting like nothing's even affecting you, it's driving them crazy. It's like they're checking everything to see if you're at your phone, which this collective you clearly are, because I feel the more I'm reading this is they're feeling ghosted by you, and this is probably why perception, they're done with me, they want nothing to do with me. This person's on top of your socials. They're probably counting, especially if they got you on Snapchat or something, counting your snap messages. Like, I saw that for a reason. Okay. Oh, that's good. Changing their runner. And remember when that came out in your first deck and I wanted to confirm, there is change. I shouldn't be hard on this person. But again, I think I'm just trying to give you, like I said before, I love you guys. I just want to protect your energy. They are changing this. Is it completely there? I do not think so. I will confirm with Source and Tarot, but I don't think it's completely there. I wouldn't be letting my walls down just yet. But through this rising up, you're inspiring them. So maybe through socials as well, they have things that they can see that... Look, they're looking at you as the dolphin and connected to the divine and how you've healed and transformed and you're a different person. You found your balance. So, of course, that's going to inspire them. But how you found wisdom, serenity, faith, spirit, harmony, peace, your belief, your hope, your love, your trust. Oh, my God! That's really good. But again, could confirm your energy, how they're seeing you quite in your divine masculine strength, but they know they need to put more effort in here. It's really sad because I just don't think this person's completely emotionally aware. Like, they're taking one message, you not responding, like the end of the world, but I don't think they put any effort in, especially if it was just a message, hey, or they called you a couple times. Like, they haven't... Just how much they're up here in their imagination, that's making sense with the imagination and worry. Their thoughts get the best of them. They don't think clearly when they're overwhelmed. Fear over the stop it. They're opening Pandora's box and they shouldn't. Them seeing you being not missing off social media. I want to get these quickly. And as well, maybe if you have a large platform or you're quite, you're quite seen, maybe your social media scares them too. They could think you have other options right now as well. Oh, this is good. Do I think they're completely... They are activating in their self-love because they're starting to detach from always being an option in people's lives, which is good. Which, so are you. Time. I'm afraid it's too late to I'm afraid now it's taken too much time. That's what I'm going to say. This collective, it's about, but the values, maybe they think you're going over values. And remember, they think you can see into their life right now. So if they've got things that they're ashamed of or that they're really embarrassed about, they're probably thinking this is what's stopping you as well. Why would they want me? Look at who I am. That's really sad, but it's kind of that, can you handle all my scars? And this is why that self-love is so important, that they learn. But they want this new chapter. But as well, that card is also about moving on. So they could think again that you have moved on. You found someone else. You've given your love to someone else. And that would scare them. Because that's why they're so... Because your love made them feel seen. They've never been chosen by anyone like they were chosen by you. So the fear of you giving that love to someone else now, because they've got to experience your full heart, it would be so overwhelming for them. But again, I think they've been holding back for so long. Now I don't even think they think you're holding back. I don't think they think you're playing games. I actually think they think... Sometimes I tap into energy like this, and because you guys aren't responding, the person connected to you just thinks you're playing games, right? This person, nah, they think that you've literally, next chapter, I should have expressed myself better. So they're not silly. Last one, mistakes, soul contract. So now they believe, and again with that twin flame, the frequency's catching up to them. I wish I could right my wrongs here. But they do think you're part of their soul contract. So they know about all this stuff as well. That's another big detail here. And activated. Okay. Let's get their true intention right now towards you. Actually, before we do that, I want to get a color card. These colors could be important. You could be wearing these colors right now, or you need to wear these colors. I always say your commitment's being tested for yourself. Don't pull down the boundary just yet. Blue. Something to do with blue here. Childlike innocence. Watermelon colors. So watermelon colors, have fun with your inner child. So the like a peachy coral with the you could be eating watermelon, or you could love watermelon. But aqua, and that's literally like kind of, not really, but it kind of is. So aqua. Shades of blue are important because blue came to my mind. But experiencing peace and calm. So if you are anxious, and go do something, go for a walk in nature, go down to the beach, do something you're passionate about, remove the anxiety right now. And then you've got orange, have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in who you are. So orange, watermelon, aqua, and blue, important colors here. Nurture yourself. Why am I seeing an orange car? Not that orange cars are very... I was literally seeing, is it one of the old in Australia, you know those old rundown like Fords, you know the orange, is it a Ford or a Commodore? That's what I was seeing in my mind. But you could have an orange car with this person, someone connected to them. Okay. All right, this person's true intention towards you, their true intention towards you. I do think it's genuine. So a memory, there is a memory here, and this is this is through Christmas time, so maybe that was the holiday. Okay, December 22nd to February 6th, February 7th to March 19th, and we're going through that time now, so you're closing in a cycle. I always say we work in cycles. So there was memories experienced around this time with you guys, okay? So they're reliving this cycle in their mind and probably getting a taste of their own medicine. It's funny how the universe works. Number 98. Oh. They got it. That is good. I actually really believe they're coming into self-love because they're finally understanding they don't deserve the environment that they're putting themselves in. That's beautiful. Okay, I know I'm giving this person a little dig, but that's come out in all of their parts. So they really are starting to find themselves. Okay, I've been working on my self-worth, and I'm recognizing the issues that I've been holding back. Okay, I'm trying to heal myself by loving myself first. That's good. That's good. number 91. Ghosted again with forgiveness. So they're definitely going over ghosting and behavior here. Okay, they're really seeking forgiveness for this. And you ghosting them right now. I'm sorry I had to run, but I couldn't tell you how I felt because there was some secret stuff they were embarrassed about. I don't even know how I feel. It was easier for me to walk away instead of having to explain myself. With forgiveness, I'm seeking your forgiveness even if I can't utter the words I'm trying, and that's maybe why they're impulsively calling. They don't know where to start. I'm trying to also forgive myself for treating you unfairly, but I'm hoping I can quiet my guilt. I believe that. But difficult, the adversity. So they are still going over that. It's a block here. They are worried about opinions. Even though they got some weird stuff going on in their life, you aren't a hidden secret. It's like whatever was going on here, people knew. I think there's something in their life that people are unaware of. Our differences drove us apart, but it angered me that you didn't understand where I was coming from. It still pains me that we can't come to an agreement even though we love each other so much. Your values. But watching, spy. They're spying. This isn't bad, but it's not, that's good, divine masculine at the bottom. Okay. It's not a bad intention right now, but you can see they're still not in their strength because they're watching. They're going over why this couldn't work instead of just thinking, I need to clear the air. We need to solve whatever this is, good or bad. We need to fix this situation, whatever way it goes. Like they're not in that complete strength and certainty. Okay, there's a memory here they're going over. They're going over the value differences. They're trying to find their worth, which means they see you in your worth, your harmony, okay? Even if I'm gone, I'm still connected to you in some way, spying. I can't cut you off completely, but I'm afraid to return. My only interaction with you is through social media. I miss you. I'm probably through a burner as well. They probably don't even have the confidence to actually show you that they're following you on their own account, which means they're still lacking confidence and self-worth. For them to be, there's a reason that's coming to my mind. I actually think for the right collective, this person probably has you blocked, or like, I don't even think you're aware, or you probably have intuition, but I think they watch you on burners, okay? Or they could have just unblocked you to like message this message, but why do I feel that came through your phone, not socials? But anyway, all right, let's roll the dice and see this person's action over. Let's see what they roll out. So within we know it's a now reading, so we know it's now, but let's see if this next, I don't want to just say 4 days, I want to say 4 weeks. Let's see this month ahead, if it's consistent or if this person just does the ghost again, if it's worth you responding. Okay. Oh, so now we've got Knight of Cups upright. Next 4 weeks. That's good. Lovers. But Hermit. Nine of Cups. Oh, Six of Wands. Okay, this is good. I do think this offer is genuine. I just don't think they're emotionally developed enough to come in any other way. That's a question you need to ask yourself. I do also believe this is part of your soul contract, but I think the decision's yours at the end of the day. I think the longer you hold back, the more this person's going to soul search, the more they're going to really reflect, the more they're going to go over. They're already going over details. The longer you leave them, the more they have a wild imagination. They will go into every nook and cranny of their behavior and what they've done here. Okay, I personally, from seeing, until this person goes within and goes over these details and realizes you're a wish come true, you were truly, they feel it now, but they've got to really connect to it. For them to find that resolve, that inner peace, their guiding light at the end of the tunnel, this person needs to walk through some darkness with a little bit of fear. I always say, for us to really learn from the trauma, we need to put our hand in the fire and learn from it. This person is so scared of rejection. They need to feel rejected by you. Return the favor. Just how they made you feel abandoned and this and that. And blah, blah, blah. Personally, advice, I would stay in silence, because as soon as this person goes through, like, they are going to come fighting for this, okay? They want victory. They want success. They want achievement. They want it. I always say, especially when I'm reading love, he's the one that comes in on his horse, the declaration of love, until they go through this. And that comes from you not being quick to respond. You might think, oh, they've disappeared again. No, that's them going within, realizing more effort needs to come and be placed here. They start to really start reflecting on their environment. Who's sipping out of my cups? Do they deserve to sip out of my cup? You make me feel like an option. I would go within. Because right now, all they're presenting is, I do think it's genuine, but it's immature. Trust in your love bond. Trust that this lesson will evolve them and evolve your connection. See, so this night, it's not that, it's because they're disconnected. This is why they present like this, because they're still not completely emotionally aware. It's not even their fault, and I shouldn't be hard on them. It's like they just have such a pull towards you right now, volcano of emotion. They can't help themselves, but they're disconnected. They're not doing it right, and they have to realize they're not doing it right without you telling them, you're not doing it right. I deserve more. You shouldn't. And by you just putting them on pause for a little bit, they're already thinking you're an owl and you know what's going on, these secrets, the missing information, the this and that. And it's funny, I'm going back to that purple deck, the confession. I'm like, I think that comes after the fact. Let them stew. Let them think that you know everything that's going on here and that they need to be honest. Okay. Give them a tower, give them a shake up. Let them realize what they've lost here. I'm going to put that there because this is all a surprise. It's a surprise for you. It's a surprise for them. But they know they need to do it differently. To make amends here, they have to do things differently. This impulsive coming in, unexpected, expecting this and that, doesn't work. Variety, changing it up, adapt, conquering self-doubt. Hermit. Good. So as they go through and they start their journey again, they focus on the little details, like we said, okay, setting new goals through this hermit thing. It restores their faith in what you once had, which makes them put the effort in. It makes them start a journey again. And it makes them notice all the little details that are going on in their environment. And the details they missed here with you and how they treated you. There it is. So King of Swords. So even though they could be an air, but I'm hearing a couple things. People sipping out of their cups that shouldn't. They could have air signs in their life. But I always say in love, you don't want to see this. So there's still a little bit. I always say he's great for ambition. He's great for work. He's great for self-development, right? Because he's logical. He's got a logical approach. King of Swords in love is still a little bit detached. A little bit barriered. But I will say this. He is a card of truth. And he is a card of... It reminds me a lot of that Justice card. It is also legal matters here as well. But I do think this person will come in here with truth. And maybe that's why they present a little bit more, not more guarded emotionally, but finally put truth on the table. Okay, be more logical approach, but at least it's going to be a truthful approach. And they will present a lot wiser. Okay, let's get one more for that. Yeah. Once they're perfect, releasing fear and anxiety, hearing and trusting their intuition, being unveiled. So it's like they're going to get this urge here, I need to be truthful. It's the only way I'm going to fix this. And that's why it comes in a little bit more protected, but very informative. Because their fear goes away. That's what they want, victory. They don't want to be burdened. They don't want to be overwhelmed. They want the restart. All right. They want their Two of Cups back by their side. They believe in the power of your love and your bond. This next month, my advice, stay strong. They're going to fall off the grid again. They might fall off the grid for about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. But once they go through that, they are going to put in so much effort here to win back your affections. Okay? The right way. It's not coming in just... you know, hopeless romantic, charmer, Knight of Cups being, yeah, it's coming in logical, it's coming in wise, it's coming with truths, it's coming with, I shouldn't have done this. And I always say there's a difference between, I'm sorry, I love you so much, I can't believe that so much time's been wasted, to, I effed up. I didn't see what I had when I had it. I shouldn't have done this. I lied about this. I hid this and it made me stay away. I was ashamed of my actions. I was ashamed of the life I was living in. And there's a very big difference with flattery and honesty. And I feel for the first time in a long time, if you can hold off and not give in to this unexpected surprise and the volcano of emotion, our emotion it's creating in you right now, and don't give in to the fear of, if I don't, this will happen. If you can just choose you, come back into your balance, your duality, make the decision to keep a boundary up because you know you deserve more than a message or a missed call, this will all transform. But I will say, I do think they'll fall off the grid a little bit for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. But that's not for you to regret the decision, because even if they fall off the grid, it shows they weren't ready to put the effort in. It would have just ended exactly the same. Make sense? I would hold off. I would trust in your soul contract and wait till they come in balanced. Have patience, okay? Remember, you have found tranquility and peace without them just because they've... Body's emotion. The first thing we said. Right now, your higher self is saying off limits. This is not safe. This person's going to repeat what they've always done. They need to learn, okay? Just return the favor. Look at it that way. Like they did to you. Made you burn to learn. Burn them to learn. Let's just get you one of these from the universe. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Be strong. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. You know, I say this all the time, deviation. Sorry, gonna say it. At the start of any connection, and this is where people go wrong. So as soon as you meet someone you're attracted to, you know you're on the same pages, your souls align, right? You finally have that attraction for someone. This is when love bubble starts. And this is where everyone goes wrong. Because when we're in love bubble, without us knowing, we're on our best behavior, right? We're getting to know someone. We excuse all the little orange, even red flags, because we're like, oh, I finally feel this. I feel an attraction. I feel this. So we're ignoring everything that goes against our values and our cores, right? And our core beliefs, like our structure, what we know permanently will make us feel happy. We're ignoring at the start because the spark's there. In a connection, this is when you put all your cards on the table right off the bat. I am this kind of person. I need someone dependable. I need this. I need that. And as soon as you feel those flags, because if they can't deal with your truth then and what you need to feel secure, and they think, oh, she's too intense or he's too intense, they're not meant to be in your life. Because those values is what makes you feel safe in a connection, right? This person coming in this way, does that go against what you need in a relationship? Someone that's impulsive, someone that's flaky, someone that's not consistent. Like, you need to ask yourself this, because this collective, you have potential to restart something. So in the past, all those orange red flags that you ignore, don't ignore them this time. This behavior should not be like ignored. That needs a boundary, because it just shows them straight off the bat, if they know it or not, subconscious imprint. When we argue and this and that and I take off, I just need to come in impulsively. I just need to say a few words and I've got them back again. Okay? See yourself. Make sure you're putting the right structure in this connection from the start. Not when it's too late. Okay? My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. Don't give in to the fear. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. You deserve the effort. It's part of your red thread in life. Believe in fate. Believe in destiny. And what is meant to be will always be. Nothing can stop it. So let this be the right way this time. You're not going to lose anything. You're going to gain something far greater by standing up for yourself. And remember, this person's working on self-love. So by you standing up for yourself, your self-love, self-worth, what's going to happen for them? They're going to see more and more through their environment. Okay, don't give in to the magnetic pull right now. Oh, that's the other angel. We'll read it. Passion reignites, and within the flawless patterns of each other's souls, you discover inner peace. You are caressed by each other's love, and this unfolds as endless blessings. Place no restrictions on one another. Be firmly grounded with each other's soil, but allow space for your branches to sway freely, so that you each may dance to the song of your own spirit. Okay, this is coming from a place of loneliness and dependence right now. It won't work. Trust. This is your lifetime for your souls to connect, reunite, however you want to. You're written in the stars. Your love story's written in the stars. Believe in that. Playfulness. And especially if this person has come in and out for however long, they're not going anywhere. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Not right now, but yes, I do believe in that. Like the playfulness. Not right now, because this collective, that's your lesson, to not be like, oh, hey, like, right, collective. Will make sense. All right. Let's get you guys. All right. So we've got lapis lazuli, communication. You could have just bought a lapis lazuli. The divine, trust in the divine. This is protected. Okay, you could be questioning some spiritual, religious beliefs right now too. I just heard. See again. Opalite. So maybe you need to get. You could have just bought some crystals. Dolphin. Happiness, expansion, harmony. You are their dolphin with the completion underneath it. 25. So 25 is an important number, but 20 cents and 5 cents. 2020 and 2006. Could be a coin collector or a pa. Could have been coin collector. Orange candle wax, confidence. Orange, maybe you need to wear a bit of orange. But you could read candle wax. You could be a scryer, so the cold ice water pouring the wax. Maybe you're a scriber. You can find imagery in candle wax. Venus star, magic, love by your side. Ancient Egypt, Eye of Ra and Eye of Horus. So protection and luck. Maybe you need to watch that movie. What is it? Egyptian, with Gerard Butler. That's a good one. What's it called? Egypt or something. That's a good movie. That came to my mind. You could have just watched it, or you could love that movie. Gods of Egypt. Gods of Egypt. I think that's what it's called. Memories, birthdays. 17 again. That has been so important. 17th of the 11th. 17. Stop it. 7th of the 10th, 10th of the 7th, 3rd of the 6th, 6th of the 3rd. 17, 717, 1771. 17 again. 19. 19th of the 10th, 19th of the 2nd, 8th of the 1st, 1st of the 8th, 8 here, 818 or 88 portal. All right. I love you guys and have a good day.